Hello everyone. This is some bonus content that I think a lot of people will enjoy in this kind of a budgeting time where groceries are so expensive. So I'm going to show you how to make crispy chicken thighs. This is foolproof. There's no, dredging it in flour first. There's no frying it, none of that. All you need is a pan and a regular oven. No air frying this, no, what else do people cook in? No toaster ovens, none of that. Just a regular oven. Preheat it to 375, and that's going right now, so you may hear that in the background. And then something that is necessary for this is a very good nonstick sheet, or you can put down a piece of parchment paper, or Reynolds makes an aluminum foil wrap that is non-stick. So regular foil doesn't work all that well for this, but the Reynolds release, I use that probably more often than parchment, but I have the parchment out right now. So you'll want your salt and pepper and your chicken thighs. You can add, I don't know if you, whatever it is you like, a little garlic powder, onion powder, rosemary, thyme, anything like that. But if it's your first time making it, try it with just salt and pepper, because this gives a really nice intense chicken flavor, just a natural chicken flavor with a incredible crunch. And if you do not like chicken thighs because you find them a little, gamey or strong, this probably will make a convert out of you. So you want the bone in, pull it so that everything is flat. The skin is released from wrapped underneath. That's all. Just like this. And I literally do this once a week. I make 6 to 8, and I'm not kidding, cold the next day, the skin will still be crunchy. If you eat it cold for breakfast because you just don't have time, you're running out the door to work, take the kids to school, run errands, just want to grab something, the chicken, if you're on a keto carnivore diet, low carb diet, the skin will still be crunchy even if you don't have time to heat it up. It's better warm, but we all have our preferences. Let's see how many I can get on here. A single row, it's okay if they touch because the fat is going to render in this process. That's what makes it so crispy. I think I can get one more on here. This is my smaller of my 2 large baking sheets, or of a mid-size. Okay, let me get this a little bit flatter. Make sure all the skin is exposed. It's okay that these are layered like that. All right, let me wash my hands. I'll be right back. Right now from here, and if I didn't mention, you need the low edge baking sheet. Do not use a baking pan with a 1 or 2 inch side. You want the 1 inch or slightly more shallow, not a flat sheet, because there's going to be a lot of fat that renders out of this. All right, so from here, I'm going to do salt. And I like to do a little garlic powder. And some pepper. And don't worry about the bottom side. We will get to that in the next step. All right, once my oven is preheated, I'm going to wait till it's preheated. Again, that's 375, not lower, not higher, 375. And it will go into the oven for 30 minutes. You do need a timer. That's the other thing you need for this. So chicken, a low baking sheet, there it is, and a timer that works. 30 minutes. All right, my 30 minutes is up. I'm going to take the chicken out of the oven. Whoops. At this point, get your tongs. Very carefully lift and flip. At this stage, this is why it's important to have non-stick. You're going to lose the crispiness in the skin. So the skin is full of collagen. Collagen is very sticky. Right now at this point, you can add more seasoning. Do a little more salt. You don't think I'll garlic powder this side, but I'll put more pepper on here. Then back in the oven. Another 30 minutes at the timer. At this point, you will start seeing the color developing on the bottom of the thigh. And now the sticky skin issue comes up. So this is what you want to be very mindful. Take your time doing this. Carefully roll gently so the skin does not stick. Like here, I've got a little bit of sticking. Not too bad. Parchment really works with that. Roll. Gently let it release. Don't force it. It'll come up. Just let it come up on its own. Roll. There's still a lot of moisture in here. And now just one more time back in the oven. And the timing for this will be the last time back in. This will depend on how big your thighs are. So these are, I would say, medium. Sometimes you get some really big chickens, and sometimes they're a little more modest. So if you have the more modest size, 10 to 12 minutes. This size right here, about 18 to 20 minutes. And if they're a little bigger, go 25 minutes. But this last stage of time in the oven is really going to lacquer, get out any remaining moisture and fat, and develop that crispiness. It's already starting here. It's still slightly rubbery, but these last few minutes will do the trick. This will intensify the chicken flavor and give that crunch that you saw at the start of the video. So I'm going back in the oven. I'm going to check right at about 20 minutes. Right now they're getting more of the lacquered look. You can hear crispy. I'm going to let them rest just a few minutes, and then I'll get the fork and knife and you'll be able to hear the crunch. So the bottom, let me show you. It's a nice caramelization. Gently lift because all that collagen is still there on the bottom. Let it cool. Nicely caramelized on the bottom, lots of flavor.